Hi, I'm Dan at vintagevello.org, and today we are coming to you from the Hell of the North, Ashdown. The Hell of the Ashdown Winter Sportive here in the southeast of England. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Hell of the Ashdown, it's basically a winter sportive at the end of February. The weather's always horrible, it's really cold, it's quite icy today, there's a lot of freezing fog, and basically this takes in all of the major climbs in and around the Kent, Surrey, Sussex area. A lot of climbing, only about 100 kilometres in distance, so it's not a long one, but it is quite climbing. Now, obviously, when you're choosing a bike for this event, most people here, as we can see, there is a sea of carbon. But obviously, us being Vintage Velo, there's a few bikes in the stable to choose from, and you've got to take into consideration weight, tyres, brakes, all that kind of stuff. So I just went ahead and I picked the coolest bike that I had available, which was the Yates 711. Obviously the fact it looks super cool, and obviously I've got a 711 winter jersey on as well, which makes it a no-brainer. Obviously got to go with that one. A lot of activity going on around me now, so it looks like we're going to be off in a moment. So we'll see you at the start line.
Ashdown Forest, 2 Fords. I'm asking you to just demount and walk across the walkway. It'll take 10 seconds, back on the bike, then go. Off you go. Have a good ride, guys. Let's bring it today. Thank you.
And we're off. I'm going to follow this guy because I've got no idea where we're going.
Right away.
Alright, so we're on the first climb of the day. I'm in with a pack of riders at the moment. It's still really cold, still lots of freezing fog. My face is numb, my lips are numb, my hands are numb, but my legs feel alright, so hey, all's good really. Now, while I'm just cranking it up here, just a quick mention of the bike. Obviously this is Sean Yates' 1990 711 team bike, and I did actually pick it for good reason. The gearing is well suited for the roads that we're going to be on today. There's a lot of climbs, but they're not alpine climbs. I think on an alpine climb I might struggle, but not on these. Also, it handles superbly, especially going downhill, and the brakes are fantastic. Interestingly of note, when I had a chat with Sean off camera when I interviewed him last year, he did say when he had this bike, he had it set up with a dual pivot up front and a single pivot brake on the back, because he found the dual pivot on the back was too powerful and had a tendency of locking the back brake up, which I can see what he means. These Dura Ace dual pivots are just fantastic brakes, and one of the reasons I changed from 19mm tyres on this one to 23 was to give me a bit more braking performance, because those super skinny 19s, although they're electric, they do like to lock up. Guard is not working. They're getting covered in spray. Now we're just around this corner, one of those kind of seriously sketchy descents. It's about 8-9%, and it's not complicated, but the road surface is just terrible, and if you were to make a schoolboy error and try and bowl down here too fast, there's a junction immediately at the bottom, and you can't stop for it. So best on this one, cover the brakes, don't take the risks, watch out for the flooding roads and the potholes, and the shimmy from the sun. don't want to get the bike dirty. Right. Didn't know it was cyclocross, but what the hell. So here at the first feed station, always well provided these kind of events. I think we've got two stops today, but all good so far. Bike's going great. 2 Fords, 1 flooded road, but other than that, you know, nothing to disrupt progress. I think that guy kind of deserved that. Yep. So this is a Ford they warn you about in the safety pack. Yeah, don't take the risk of trying to ride over something like that in the winter. Just pick it up and get over it. Okay, so just on Kids Hill now, also known as the Wall. It's a pretty horrible climb. It goes, it's about 1.5–2 kilometers long. Peaks about 18–20%, and we've got a couple of turns at the bottom here, and then it just goes straight up for 1 kilometer, and that really hurts. Obviously, I'm in 39.25, which is definitely not suited to this climb. Great, so we're now at feed stop number 2. Unfortunately, the camera battery gave out on the GoPro halfway up Kids Hill. And it's fair to say, you know, 39.25, hill like kids, just on the limit. You know, doable, but it's certainly bit. And I kind of paid a little bit of a price on that one. Overall, so far, bike's been great. The roads are just appalling. I mean, you know, for the hell of the Ashdown, it's quite impressive that many years of road neglect by the local highways authorities has in fact created a very similar effect to Pave in northern Belgium. But there you go. I don't know whether that's quite their intention, but it's certainly the achievement they've had so far. Now we've got about 20k's still to go, a couple of hills as ever on this ride, but you know, can't do any moving filming because I'm on the phone now, but I'll catch up at the end. Hey, and I'm here at the finishing line with Costas and Joanna. Costas obviously came here for the weather. He's Greek, so you know, why else wouldn't you be here? How did you guys get on out there?
Good. Yeah, not bad.
Not too much climbing, not too much rain, not too many potholes.
Yes, Neil failed.
Excellent.
A bit of everything.
Have you done it before?
No, first time.
Gonna come back? If it's warm, yeah, I know.
If it's if it's in May.
Very
maybe.
good aid stations.
Yeah, always.
Flapjacks.
Yeah,
Lizzie's
we like that.
Flapjacks.
Thank you, Lizzie, for the
We rate
flapjacks.
it.
There we go. Thanks a lot. Cheers, guys. So just catching up with Anthony here. Rode with him for a bit before he left me for dust. We both suffered going up Kids Hill. How was it all for you?
It was great, really dirty, filthy in parts, and you know, hell of the Ashdowns. I mean, the kind of the name does it justice, really.
Yeah,
especially on a day like this.
Murky. It's just murky.
But well worth it. Definitely do it again next year.
Excellent.
Definitely.
All right, so there we go. We're at the finishing line of this year's Hell of the Ashdown Sportive. It went really, really great. The 7-Eleven, absolutely fantastic, flawless throughout. Did see an awful lot of mechanicals out there, tons of flats and things like that. 23mm Veloflex on here, didn't have an issue, didn't drop a chain, yeah, all great. Yeah, just, you know, as ever with a vintage bike, you can always have a bit more gearing. Interestingly, of note, I would say, you know, dual pivot Dura Ace rim brakes. They're fantastic. And out here, I've got to be honest, rotors, people on discs, my God, they make a right racket in the wet, and on a cold day like this, they're rubbing, they're creaking, touching, they're everything. Here we go, another guy.
The thing about discs is that you actually stop.
Oh, well, you know, hey, if you want to stop, who knows. But, yeah, other than that, great ride. Would recommend a Winter Sportive to anyone out there. I hope you enjoyed. Do like and subscribe for anything else that's cool to do with vintage bikes. Thanks a lot.